All payments must be processed before Thursday morning. Please report to the Dean's office before the beginning of your first hour class on Thursday morning to receive your wristband. Make it a great day, Warriors.
All right.
Wait, what does that mean to like fax the money?
It's like
Online payment kind of thing.
Fax is the name of the site, FACTS. I don't know what it stands for, but that is the place where you pay or something. That is a wild shirt. Is that, for sport? Is that soccer or something?
Oh, what is it?
Yeah.
I don't think it's for sport. I just bought it.
Really? You bought it down there?
Yeah.
That's wild. This part right here
Yeah.
looks more like
Kinda
a
new.
soccer thing or something.
Yeah. Kind of new.
Yeah. Well, I like that one. You got the Irish cross on it. Is that new too? You're not paying attention to it. Yeah. When did you get this? Is this new?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. First of all, Drobek and Taransky, I didn't want to say anything when you came in, but please wait till 35 before you come in, okay? Because I have that program before school, so wait till that bell rings before we have people come in. And I guess everybody, but they're the ones who are there today. You're not really supposed to be leaving the Ark until 35 anyways, aren't you?
I don't come from the Ark. I have band in the morning.
Oh, okay. That's why you're... What about you, Taransky? Where you come from? Just came in early. So you just walked by the Ark or whatever?
No, I came in from,
A different place, okay. Because you're supposed to go to the Ark, I think, right? Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Until the 35. They're just trying to keep people out of spaces and moving as much as possible. All right, anyway. Buenos dias. Get in dress code, top button, as you should have already. All right. Vamos a decir, what is today? Wednesday. Vamos a decir Padre Nuestro. Okay, when I say buenos dias, I think it should be away, right? Please do that. Throwback, you may have not used in yours or something, but please put it down so I don't have to guess. Vamos a decir Padre Nuestro a intenciones especiales. Sí.
my mom and my brother.
What? Is everything okay?
Yeah, no, my brother just have been having like.
The arm
shoulder
problems,
issues.
okay, but you prayed for your mom yesterday also.
She's just like not feeling well.
Okay.
She's getting tested today. I'm not
Okay.
really good.
Okay. Otras? By the way, if when we're praying, I ask that kind of stuff, and you don't want to tell me,
No, that's all good.
you can. Well, for everybody, you can always just say, you know, that's personal or whatever. I'm just trying to, especially because I know your family a lot more. So, all right. En el nombre del Padre y del Hijo y del Espíritu Santo. Amén. Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre. Venga tu reino. Hágase tu voluntad, en la tierra como en el cielo. Danos hoy nuestro pan de cada día. Perdona nuestras ofensas, como también nosotros perdonamos a los que nos ofenden. No nos dejes caer en tentación y líbranos del mal. Amén. En el nombre del Padre y del Hijo y del Espíritu Santo. Amén. All right. So that attendance, please. Everybody else here except Dimitri? Let's double check this first time. Oh, Denham.
And Ryan.
Oh, yeah, Denham and Gorsica. All right. Oops.
What does VP stand for? Virtual person.
Virtually present. Oh, good. Who said that? How do you know that?
VP, like, think about it like virtual person.
Kid's a genius. I didn't have an answer for you, but this kid did apparently. I couldn't remember what it was. Yeah, virtually present means that they're virtually, going to be doing the class. So that's what I was saying, you could be here.
Yeah, I totally forgot.
Okay. Everybody else is here. Good. Clicker? All right. So, let's see, you had, the one page for homework, and then you had, the 2 electronic activities. Hopefully you took care of those. If not, you know, obviously do. I'm not gonna do a check today. We're just gonna get into the new material. Real quickly, what these pages are gonna deal with. 44 is gonna deal with, asking at what time something starts. That's what we're gonna talk about today in terms of the grammar. And then 45 is going to be, culture. So what do? Do you just take your best guess?
Yeah,
No. What do?
no. The culture section.
Read the culture section. Okay, where's the culture section? In the book, okay? Let's see, am I on it right now? No, this is the workbook page. So if I remember, I'll put the page of the culture section with this. But if I forget, still shouldn't matter. This is like the 4th chapter that we're on. It doesn't seem like it because they're broken up kind of weird. But we did 1A, 1B, 2A, and we're on 2B, right? So 3, you've done 3 culture sections before. You know that you just find them in the book. I'm going pretty much right straight through the book, so whatever we cover today, it'll be shortly after that. You read those pages, and then you do the exercise. Some people keep screwing this up on the quiz or test. That's probably because you're not giving genuine effort on the workbook exercise, because if you do the workbook exercise with genuine effort, then that's probably all you need to do to know the answers to that. So make sure you do that. So I'll show you in a little bit where that is. But let's get to today's material. Saquen sus apuntes, por favor. Take out your notes. Yeah. I didn't check it in yesterday. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Were you here yesterday?
Yes, I was here yesterday, but you still talking about when I saw you in the hallway.
Oh, something that you meant to show me before.
Right.
Gotcha. How about later in the class?
All right.
Let me get through the material here, and then we have time. We'll do that. If not, just stay after and we'll take care of it.
Okay.
Alright, oh, so here's the culture section. Looks like it's 86 and 87. 86 and 87, but remember what we've talked about? Know your textbook. The textbook at the bottom, it says Unit 2, and then we're in Unit 2B. So you just go on Unit 2B, and you find the pages that deal with the culture section. So that's where that's at. That's not what I want to talk about right now, though, all right? All right. So let's take this bigger. Come on. Never works. All right. Talking about schedules, a que hora. To ask when something is going to occur, ask a que hora plus the verb plus the event. I don't have an example there. How do they not have an example? All right. Well, whatever. Okay. So what you're doing here, when you want to ask when it's going to occur, you go a que hora plus the verb plus the event. At what time are we studying Spanish, okay, then you'd say a que hora plus estudiamos, we study español, okay? You're basically using this construction, the a que hora, to ask at what time. To answer, you use the verb, oh, I guess they did have an example right here. This example, a que hora es la clase de español, is what you're dealing with here. Here I said, what did I say, study? They use just is. At what time is Spanish class? So you take a que hora plus the verb here is ser that they use, es, and then Spanish class is the event. When you respond, you use the verb, a la or a las, or simply a la or a las. So, if they ask, at what time is Spanish class, the response would be es a la una, or es a las dos. You also could just say, this construction says, it is at 1 or it is at 2. You can also just respond quickly and say, at 1, at 2, okay? Why la and las? What's the deal with that?
Because the time feminine,
Because of what's that?
the time is feminine.
His time is feminine. Okay, yeah, you actually are right about that, but that's not what I'm getting at. It is feminine, that's why I use la, because you're talking about la hora or las horas. And so that is why we use the la, but that's not what I mean. Why singular and plural is what I'm getting at, yes.
Oh, because one of them is like 1 o'clock and one of them 2 o'clock and so on.
Okay, so
One.
more than one is what you're getting at. Good. Yes. The reason they have these two examples here is they're showing you that it can be a la when it's that 1 o'clock hour. If you remember back to time, remember in time we said son las for every time except that 1 o'clock hour. That's going to be true of when you're saying at a certain time also. You'll say a la una if you're talking about the 1 o'clock hour, and then for every other hour you'll use a las. Does that make sense? Okay, that's going back to the chapter dealing with time to make sure you understand that. But so it's not a big deal, okay? You learned before when someone said que hora es, they're asking what time is it, and then you say son las in general or es la, right? Now what they're saying is, if instead you want to ask at what time something occurs, not what the time is, but at what time something is going to occur, you'll use a que hora, and then the way to respond to that is with the verb at the time or just at the time. Make sense? Okay, the last part here, the 24-hour clock, also known as military time, often appears in railroad, airline, and bus schedules or movie and theater advertising. When expressing time this way, the day begins at 1 minute after midnight. The numbers 1 to 12 refer to the time of the day between 1 o'clock in the morning and 12 noon. After noon, each hour is added to 12. 1,300 hours, las 13 hours, would be the equivalent of 1 o'clock p.m., la una de la tarde. Okay, that's a lot of information, and if you didn't know military time, that would probably be confusing. Who does not understand what military time is? Just go ahead and be honest, because I for sure didn't know for a long time. Atisha, you're not sure? Okay. So, it's actually very cool. It's very cool in that what you're talking about with military time is, like they're saying, each hour is if you're on a 24-hour timeline, and this is the 12 o'clock timeline, then you go like how do I do this? You go like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? All of these, this would be 100 100 hours, this would be 200 hours, they say the 100 to get across the 00, to 12, and then that's where it becomes weird for us because you're used to only dealing with the 12. But then instead of starting over again, they go with the next hour. So this is 1,300 hours. This is 1,400 hours. This is 1,500 hours. And you may think, all right, and so 1,500 hours, someone tell me what time is that? What is 1,500?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, 3 p.m. Because every hour up
3 a.m.
until 12 is the a.m., right? And then once you go, this is 1, 2, 3 hours past 12, that's where we would say 3 p.m. Does that make sense?
Okay,
Yeah.
could be 3 a.m. too, not just p.m.
No, it is p.m.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That is why
Yeah.
it's so cool, actually, because you may say, all right, great case, so why the hell do they do that? Why don't they just say the regular time? It's because, and the reason it's military time, is that when I say that this is the big deal, is what is, when I say 1,500 hours, I know automatically, boom, that's 3 p.m. If I say, if I'm in the military and I say, the battle's gonna start at 3, what's the next question gonna be? PM or AM, right? And then you have to be more specific with the PM or AM. So it's more efficient military time to say 1,500 hours. They know exactly where it's gonna be. You don't need to say anything more. There's no confusion about AM or PM. And that's why they do things like railroad schedules and airplane schedules, because it's actually a more efficient way of saying time, because then you don't need AM or PM. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I always, when I was your age and I first started figuring out about this, I was like, okay, I get it, but why? Why would they do that? That seems dumb. And it's actually, when you think about it, it's really smart, because in the military, when you're dealing with railroads and airplanes and airlines and stuff, you want to be efficient and exact. And this is a more exact way of saying time, okay? Or at least more exact and efficient. All right, get this stuff? Not really a big deal. It's a small addition to what we already knew about time. In fact, in other textbooks that I've taught from, they talk about this at the same time that you do the regular time stuff. I think in this book, they're trying to break it up a little bit, just because a lot of times you guys have trouble with the time anyways, right? So the less extra stuff that they throw at you at one time, probably better, because now hopefully you have a better grip on time. So when we talk about okay, or it's not a big deal. All right, questions? Someone raise their hand.
It is me after it.
Okay. Everybody got it? All right, good. So that is what this page is going to deal with, is working with this stuff. And then 45 is going to deal with the culture section, which I just showed you, which is right here, I think. The culture section, you deal with the culture of America. America. That's what you're going to be dealing with in here. Remember that it's not just the one page. It goes across to the other page. It's still got that blue banner along the top telling you that's there. Make sense? All right. So that should allow you to be prepared for tonight's homework. But I don't want to have you go to that. Let's. We never completed the dialogo, I don't think. So let's go back to that. Well, that was a while ago. There it is. Okay, so with this, well, maybe you guys did. What do I think?
Yeah, just do that.
You did some of it at least. Did you do all of it?
Yeah, we did all
I think we did.
All right. Well, all right. Let's just do this. Let's do a quick translation of this to make sure. I think that you guys are right that most of my classes did not get through this. The other three classes did not. We always seem to have, if it's a smaller class, you guys tend to be quieter, and we have extra time at the beginning from the announcements and stuff.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I know we definitely did this, but then I always like to do the questions underneath. I think we did some of the questions also. However, I don't think we got through all of them. Instead of trying to figure it out, you're not gonna remember now. So let's just do a quick translation, okay? Laura, es nuevo tu pantalón? What is that gonna be, Andres, in English? This first one, what Raul's saying, Laura, es nuevo tu pantalón? What's the translation?
Laura is, it has something to do with pants. Okay?
Okay. Is pants, what's two, do you know?
You?
With the accent mark, it's you. Without the accent mark, it's your.
Oh,
Laura, your pants, can't remember what nuevo is? All right, help him out.
New?
New, Pablo, good. Is your pants new, or is your pant new? And she says, no, pero los zapatos son nuevos. Pablo?
No.
Los zapatos?
Some,
Okay, here, when we do translation, this is what I want you to do. If you can't think of it, say something, okay? If you say no, something, something, you know what son is?
yeah,
What is it?
it means like,
Something. And what's nuevos?
yeah,
New, okay? No, something, something, something new, okay? By the context of the picture and what came before, can you figure out from that or no?
yeah, I think it pretty much just means no, the pants aren't new.
Okay, not exactly, but that's what you want. You still want to go through and look at everything to try and help yourself. Raul? I did get it right. Okay, Raul.
No, I think that's my shoes are new.
Okay, it is not mine, but you got the general sense. He asked, are the pants new? She says, no, the shoes are new. But the pero there is but. Do you guys have this in your vocab or no? No? Okay. Yeah, no, okay, some people maybe remember. Pero is but. No, but the shoes are new. Oye, Raúl, ¿hay clase de música mañana martes? Who wants to take this one on? Why not? Sí, go ahead.
Is music class tomorrow on, next Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday.
All right, there's music class.
Is music class on Tuesday?
Okay, pretty good. Oye, do you guys know what oye is?
Is it like oops?
Like what?
Is it like oops or like?
No, not oops. It's like a hey. Hey, Raul. Okay, oye is listen, is literally what it is, but they use it like we use hey. Okay, and sometimes we do this in English too, right? You'll say, listen, Raul. What time is that thing? We don't do it as much. In Spanish, they do it more. So it's literally, listen, Raul. Is there music class? Tuesday is what you said, but what's mañana? Do you remember?
Morning.
Morning. Is the music class Tuesday morning, or can also mean mañana tomorrow, like the next Tuesday. Raul says, no, mañana no hay clase de música. Mañana hay clase de arte. So here, it's obviously going to mean tomorrow. Is music class tomorrow, Tuesday? No, mañana no hay clase de música, mañana hay clase de arte. Who can translate that? Why not? Michael?
No.
Here you go.
Tomorrow, we don't have music class. Tomorrow we have art class.
Excellent. You're saying we have, it's not exactly that. The I is there is.
Oh.
No, tomorrow there isn't music class. Tomorrow there's art class, right? But very good. La clase de música es el viernes. La clase de música es el viernes. This is my old seating chart. Sorry, Raul.
Music class is on Friday.
Music class, where was I? Oh, right here. Music class is Friday. Very good. Ah, sí. Mañana hay clase de arte y necesito unos lápices rojos y verdes. A little longer, but I think it's pretty easy translation. Let's go with you, Felipe. I think you can do this.
Yes. Tomorrow there is class, art class, and we need, pencils, red and green pencils.
Excellent. Except we need, I need. That's the one that when we did this, when we did the dialogo, you didn't know about this yet, but now you do. Because you got necesitar, you got the O ending, it's gonna be I need, right? All right, let's see, Drobak. ¿Qué hora es?
What time is it?
Son las 11.
It's 1.
It's what?
It's 1 o'clock.
No,
Or wait, oh, it's 11.
it's 11, good, it is 11. Santiago, where was that? Right here. ¿A qué hora es la clase de historia? This is what we just went over today.
What time is history class?
Good. At what time is history class, right? Es a las 11:05. What is that going to be, Andres?
It is 11:05.
Good. It's, except you wouldn't say it's 11:05, you'd say it's at 11:05, right? It is at 11:05. If you were saying it is 11:05, you would just say son las 11:05. Here you're saying the time that it's at, the thing occurs. And then la hora says, bueno, es la hora de la clase. What's that going to be?
Good, I will see you at class. Maybe.
Okay, you went too far in terms, I mean, that answer is better than saying, I don't know. You went by situationally, probably what they would say, and I get that, but try to rein it in more and go more exact. Good? Ace.
No, it's not.
Can't remember?
No, I can't remember.
La hora
Can't remember either.
de la clase.
At class. Doesn't mean at class.
Okay, somewhat. Can you pick up?
The end, I mean, good, that's the time of the class,
Okay, or it is,
the time of the class.
it is the time of the class, or even it is the hour of the class, okay? So if she's saying, oh, okay, well, we gotta go, basically. It's the time of class, time for class. Make sense? Good, what time does this end?
39.
No, it's a Wednesday.
We haven't had a Wednesday in forever.
I think
No,
they're-
no.
Yeah,
25, right?
Oh.
25, you got 5 minutes? 33?
33.
Holy cow, we got a bunch of time. All right, then let's do this. Let's,
Can we do it?
no, if it was like 5 minutes, I would allow that, but no, we got more time, we gotta use it. We never have enough time to get what I want done, so let's make use of this. Saquen su cuaderno y abren su cuaderno la página, whatever, the beginning of this chapter. What's the beginning of the chapter? What page in your workbook? Saquen su cuaderno.
37.
Do that, please, something like that. And then, let's go to the workbook.
Where does the checklist say that?
We had done, I think, like the very beginning of it. Oh, no, we didn't, I don't think we've done any of the beginning of the chapter.
I don't know. Page the chapter starts in?
It looks like the beginning of the chapter was 39, is that right? This is 2B, yeah, it must be. Página 39, por favor. Página 39. All right, so this was just working with the vocabulary, okay? So all you had to do here was match this stuff up. Matemáticas, what's that gonna go with? ¿Qué letra? F. It's gonna be algebra, geometría, trigonometría. How about Espanol? What's that gonna match up with? La historia y la cultura de España, the history and culture of Spain. How about biología? ¿Qué letra? B. Los animales y las plantas. The animals and plants are going to be biology. How about arte? C. Picasso, Monet, Van Gogh. How about cinco? Música. A goes right across here. Bach, Mozart, and Beethoven. And then número 6, inglés. De. Bueno. De. Romeo y Julieta. De
Wait, why'd you
Shakespeare.
say music?
The worst subject.
What's that?
It's A, E is A.
He is a. Oh, gotcha. He was
He thought it was A.
Gotcha, thank you. All right, then down below here, the biggest problem people had here, and where you might have lost the point, where, what am I always yelling at you about? Thank you, everybody. Directions. Directions. Find 7 names of colors. You don't find 3 and then move on. You find the 7. Where are the 7?
Amarillo the third row.
I don't care to do this. If you had looked harder, you could have found them. There's like, what, rojo, azul, amarillo.
I could not
Every
find
major
school.
color.
Every major color was in there, okay?
It's diagonal on the
Yeah,
top right.
it was
Yeah, that's the only one I couldn't find.
Which one? Oh, yeah, I can see that
The
one.
only one I couldn't find is Azul.
Azul, right there.
I found all
Do
of
you
them.
see it?
Is there only 7?
I don't know, probably. I
I
know. Again, remember, this is the first time I'm going through this book. I don't know, I don't particularly care. What they're doing here is they're just trying to get you to think through the new vocabulary. This isn't much stuff that I really should need to help you with, you know what I mean? There's other stuff that is trickier that you might need my help to understand. Read the statements and decide whether they are true or false based on Elena's schedule. If the statement is true, write in C. If false, no. Elena, tiene 6 clases en un día?
No.
No, they say. Let me see. 6 classes in a day. She has 6 classes in a day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Why do you say no?
Because you missed one.
Well, this is almuerzo. That's lunch.
It's got a class.
So close. You found our one.
You're an idiot.
We counted on ours as a class.
Yeah.
Lunch is a class for you?
Yeah, we counted it. Yeah, we counted it.
Do you? Do you get
Yeah, we
credit
have it
for
in
it?
Power Schools.
Does that give you a 4 point?
It says in
It
Power
says Power
School.
Schools.
I have to see.
Oh, okay, you're an idiot.
Study
So the
plus
answer to
lunch.
this was C. She has 6 classes. That is true.
Wait,
Count lunch as a class. That's good.
It's in our Power School.
La clase de matemáticas es a las ocho. In your Power School grades, they have lunch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, in Power School, in your schedule, they have lunch.
Yeah.
No,
That's those are
in your-
grades, just not.
On your dashboard, it says study/lunch, and they also have your,
Because of study hall, kind of.
They also have,
Oh,
like, your.
and is that the grade you get? You get stacks of books?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad.
They
All right.
also have
no.
La clase de matemáticas es a las 8 de la mañana? Sí, matemáticas is 8, so it should have been C. La clase de español es a las 10:40 de la mañana?
No.
Or Spanish? Right here. No, why? What's wrong with the statement?
I don't know. I just,
Well, read it right now and tell me what's wrong with it.
Wrong hour.
Wrong hour. Well,
yeah, wrong
what do you mean? What's the hour supposed to be?
hour. 10:40
Okay, what they said here is they said
tomorrow.
10:40. Is Spanish at 10:40? No, it's at 8:50, so they should have said a las 9 menos 10, right? Is what they should have said. La clase de inglés, martes y jueves a las 12 menos cuarto. There is English class on Tuesday and Thursday at 11:45. English class.
No, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Oh, okay, yeah. They're saying it's on Tuesday and Thursday, but actually it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So no for this one. Good. What time is it now? Maybe I can just give them this. 27, what time's it on? 33? 6 minutes, I'll let you go. I'm getting bored with this. If I'm getting bored, you probably for sure. All right, so we got some good stuff accomplished. We got the new material in. You know where to find the culture section to do this other section. And then we did some review of the previous material. Pretty good day. All right, you can start on tonight's homework or work on other stuff. And I need to talk to you, Andres. Come on up.
Yeah, that's why.
Dude, like, I get up at 11. I do that.